course, I ended up with a teen pregnancy at 17 years old. Thought I was in love, girl. I was in heaven. I was head over heels, and this man was gonna marry me, and we was gonna have all pretty, beautiful little chocolate babies, and we was gonna run off to the sunset and live forever. That did not happen. Okay? It didn't happen because he was immature. I was immature. And at that age, you don't know what you want. You don't even know yourself. And I definitely didn't know who I was at that point because I was such a kid still, dealing with so much pain that was engulfed in my life that it really took so much from me. And at that point, ended up with my little broken heart. Because guys at that age, guys at 17 years old and 18 and 19, no, none of you in here, nobody knows their self right now, okay? And some people be like, well, I know me, but you don't really get to, you're learning yourself. Because there's so many layers to you as individuals. And as individuals, because there's so many layers to you, you have to start to peel back the layers that attach themselves to you that you don't need, that you don't want, and that you have no use for anymore. So once you start to pull back the layers of dysfunction that has attached themselves to you, you'll start to evolve, and things will change in your life, and you'll start to feel different, walk a little different, stride a little different. Everybody will start to learn to figure out what they really want in life. And I urge you to really strive for that. So I know y'all eating, because that food looks so good, right?
You can still talk, they can eat.
No, it's fine. But the moral of the story is that going through that, it set me on and then when I got my heart broken by this guy, it sent me on a downward spiral. And I thought that this boy was my first love, and you guys talked about the dating scene. You know, love does not hurt. Love is patient, it's understanding, and it's caring. And if you are dating anybody, because today, in this society, there are a lot of abusive teen relationships with these young guys that are taking their hurt and their frustration out on you because they don't like their mamas and what their mothers did to them as kids, or how they feel about their own mothers, so they take that out on you.
Yeah.
And that's not your baggage. You cannot save them, you cannot protect them, you cannot take care of them. Nobody is supposed to put their hands on you. You are a queen, and you should walk in your greatness, and you should always just know that. Because that is that abuse in a teen relationship with a boy can really break your spirits and break you down. And if you're broken and he's broken, that can be a colliding situation that is so unhealthy to the core. And I just really, really urge each and every one of you that if you have a male relationship with a boy that puts his hands on you or gets too aggressive with you, you need to rethink that situation ASAP. Because it's not going to get better. It's not going to change. Okay? It's going to continue to happen, and it could be a very fatal situation. Okay? So, the other thing that I wanted to talk about with you ladies is, going back to my childhood and the things that happened with me as a child and how I was able to kind of persevere through everything that had happened. I don't want to go too deep with you ladies because it's late. You guys eat, and I gotta get up in the morning, right? So I'm gonna try to cut things a little short for you. But going back to that time in my life where I had to reflect before I decided to start the organization for the Big, the Bold, and the Beautiful, because it's also part of a reality TV show. And I said, I want positive girls. I want the world. I want my big, bold, and beautiful girls of the world everywhere. Because I want them to really understand the greatness and how beautiful they are. I started an entertainment company